spoke? Or
Yeah. So Gio, what are the keys for the game this week? And obviously Galaxy are hungry for points as well.
Repeat the last part.
The Galaxy are hungry for points as well.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we both coming into this game not with no finding the right results. Each game has been very different for us. Each game for them has been very different. It's an organized team. It's a team that I will say doesn't have the roster that they had last year. They had some injuries. Maybe some of those players will be back. We heard about Chicharito maybe being part of the training. So who knows if he's going to make it? We will we prepare with it and without him. They have other players that are going to the national team. So we're taking all that in consideration, but we know that they still have a style of play that is very much on their own. They're always going to be competitive. They're always going to try to win. Greg, is always going to prepare the team the best possible way. So we expect them to be, strong. And that's what our plan is, to make sure that we put a competitive team on the field. And I think that we understand exactly what they do, and that we bring the game that we want to bring to them, especially at home. We're playing at home. This is important. We need to bring the right energy. We have to make sure that we take it to them, and at the end of the day, we want to be stronger. More than any part of the United States at home.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the room? Jeremy, go ahead.
Both Tega Ikoba and Diego Gutierrez each registered a goal involvement last week. Are they in line to see more minutes this week?
Definitely. So let me explain. Last week, Tega had only 15 minutes available. I think 10. I stretched it to 15. And he came in, and it was, I think, probably the only positive that we saw in the game. So he probably will have more minutes in this game. He's available for more minutes in this game. So now I have to make decisions with the coaching staff in how we're gonna utilize him. But what I can tell you is that he's doing really well. He has recovered well. He's looking sharp again in practice, and it's taken him a long time to be able to get to this point. But I have to say that he's looking very good, and I'm excited because he's an academy player. He's someone that is grown from within. And we want to see more players like him, especially the way he's playing right now.
All right, we'll go online. Sam, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. I would love to hear just an update on the recovery timelines for the rest of the players. Darren Esprilla, David Schaller are slowly integrating back in the team. How quickly can you anticipate them being incorporated into the squad here?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my best to remember everybody. So Asprilla and Ayala, I think, are getting very close. Even possibly playing next weekend, which is exciting. But we have to, gradually get them to where they need to get to. Mora has been progressing very well. Still, can't give you a time, line in when he's going to return. But everything looks very good. Seba trained 2 days ago to start feeling, his body into the practice. He'll train again tomorrow, so we'll see how he's progressing. So hopefully that's another one that is going to start getting there. Paredes and Jimmy both are anticipating the weeks that we expected, so I think they're going to come back a little earlier than we thought. But also we need to be very careful because muscle injury, especially the way they both had it, we have to be very, very cautious because they can come back in and injure it again right away. So we need to be very, very good at managing the situation, but they're getting closer and closer. And Evander is getting there. It's getting there. That's another one that hopefully by next week should be able to be available. I think I have everybody, no? Yeah, did a good job.
Ryan, go ahead.
Sorry, Gio, just had to get unmuted there. So this LA Galaxy team obviously dealing with their share of injuries to major contributors as well. What have you seen from them in recent weeks that stands out that's going to be among the keys for you guys this week?
Yeah, I mean, they are who they are, and they've been like that from the beginning. They have a stability in the way they play. They're a team that likes to play with the ball, the move. They always have players in good spaces to combine. It's very clear what they're looking from the game in their build up from the back, and when they're getting closer to the final third, they have different ways that they look to be able to play the game. One thing that is for sure is they're stronger when they're able to connect through the middle to get to wide areas, and that's one thing that it is important to keep our concentration in making sure that they are not finding success through those passes. They're a team that press well. They have a very clear way in the way they press, and for us, we have seen them in those scenarios, and we have a plan in place, and we'll be training for this game, and all around, I think it's a good team. Even though they have limited players. The LA Galaxy is always a strong team, and even though they are not going through a good moment, it's always a dangerous team.
Any last questions for Gio?
So obviously our roster being thin again, and new positions available, or new roster spots available, how likely is it, or how soon could it be to see a new face either on the bench or on the first 11?
Good question, because I forgot to mention one of the players in the list, Bolly. So he's arriving today. So that's a positive. So we'll do some tests. We'll see how he's doing today, tomorrow, and then we'll see if he can participate in the game. But it's great to have already another player here, another player hungry to participate, to be part of the team, to want to show what he can bring with player with experience. So I'm excited to have players to improve the roster, and then we'll continue to sign. Probably we'll look to sign some players from within the club to make sure that they go up to play with the first team. We're still looking for some positions. The one that is clear that we haven't fulfilled is the center back position. That's one that we continue, and we hope that it's sooner than later we can bring a player in that position, and we continue to look for those players that are going to make us stronger while we're still getting the injured players recovered.
All right, we'll wrap it there.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you.